Hey guys, Useful Yields here. So let's get right into the video. So, I was just looking at Bitcoin, right before I started recording this video, and unfortunately, it's dropping in value. So we're at 96K right now. Over the course of a week, you can kind of see it kind of peaked, and then it's starting to fall a little bit. So, I mean, obviously, it's the weekend still, so who knows if this is really going to stay. But what I'm thinking um, of doing is probably just, making it so if it hits like, I don't know, 90K or 85K, it's just going to sell. Because honestly, I think between 96K and 99K, excuse me, I think between those two, it's, for us, it's only like 2% difference or something. So it's not much. 2 or 5%, I guess. But right now the portfolio on this side is worth about 800 bucks, which is pretty crazy. But I mean, I'm not trying to say 96K is not a lot. Obviously, that's way more than last week. So, but we did hit a new all-time high of like 99,400 or something like that, which is pretty impressive. I think it was like here. But yeah, on this side of things, we got some dividends this week. If I come over here, I guess you can see right there, but we got some dividends from Misty this last week, $97.27. So you can see we had $414 last month of dividend income, which is pretty cool. I think. Or no, this is total income. So it would have been 229. Which is still pretty good. Yeah. So I also got charged the platform fee, unfortunately, but we also got our first dividend from YieldMax of $2.08, which is kind of hilarious if you ask me, because we already have more income from YieldMax than we do from XCTE. Yet we only have $156 versus $269 in XDT versus YieldMax. So that's pretty funny. But you can see this is the performance for the past week for each of the things in the high yield section of the portfolio. We had 1.85% for Coney, 15% on Misty, 1% on USD, 1% on NVIDIA, 1% on XDTE. Also, NVIDIA, I believe, had it had a earnings date on the 20th, which it still beat the estimates, but I think similar to last time, people just weren't they wanted more, which is kind of funny. It's kind of spiraling into this thing with all these top companies where the investors are asking for more and more, you know, but despite literally beating the estimates, doesn't matter. So, and then YMAX at 3.8%, which is pretty awesome. Now, um, also, I was thinking about this USD. I think we've lost a bit of money on this. I'm hopefully waiting for it to go back up a little bit, and then I'm actually thinking about selling it. Now, I did mention this several times in my videos. I'm actually pretty like neutral to NVIDIA. I feel like they had a good run, and I think they're slowing down quite a bit. And I don't know. I just don't think they're making the same waves that they did at the beginning of the year, for example. So we'll see. And with that, USD semiconductors. Moving on to our leverage portion, we saw about what? I don't know why it doesn't show on this portion of the screen. Maybe that's what this means. So about 1.39%. But you can see TQQQ went up about 5.52%, and VTOL went down about 2.65%. Something I want to mention, though, is we really haven't seen a lot of movement on QQQ that, like recently. Because even 5% for a single week is actually kind of low for QQQ. Like when we held XBXL, like we would normally see that. And QQQ is a little bit more volatile than SPY. So, but yeah, overall, I'm really happy with the portfolio. You can see, well, I don't know why it bugged out. You can see, past week it went up a little bit. We also, like I said, I don't know if it shows here. Yeah, I made a deposit on the 19th. Was that this week? Yeah, it was on Tuesday. So I made that deposit. So that's why you're going to see a significant jump in the portfolio. I'm trying to make it roughly about the same time period every month. So like around the 18th, because I think that's when we first started to do that. So, let's see. If we go to the YieldMax ETFs real quick, because we just got paid on Misty, I think that means I should probably bookmark this page. Basically, we have Misty. Yeah, it's gonna wrap around to Group A again, which we don't have any. We don't have any ETFs in this group, and to be honest, I'm not really looking. Excuse me. Looking forward to buying any of these right now, anyways. So we'd have to wait till Group B, which is going to be roughly the 4th of December. So a little bit away. Probably like 2 weeks away. But in the meantime, we're still getting that YMAX income. So, yeah, and so actually, this is what I forgot to do. So on Monday, we're going to grab a little bit more YMAX with the dividends that we got from Misty. So that's going to be another $100 ish, which will bring us up to roughly like $250. So pretty much matching XDTE, which is going to be pretty exciting. So looking forward to that because we're basically, like adding 80% of our positions. So if we earn about $2, then we should earn what, like, well, I guess you can't really do the math then because it's not a perfect, so, it doesn't pay out the same every month. But yeah, so lastly, I want to end it off in the spreadsheet. We have our current value. I already added that, oh, it shows on the 19th, but I actually put it on the 18th. So, yeah. But I basically added that additional deposit and did a few more calculations and whatnot. So you can see that right now we're sitting about 22% above our total amount invested, and these are the look at the charts. So that's pretty nice. The portfolio value is rising slowly. Well, it's actually pretty fast. But to be fair, I've been adding quite a bit of money recently. But like I said, ideally we're not going to have anything like this. That was just kind of an accident. And going forward, we're just going to do $1,000 a month. Soon, though, so I just started a new like meal prep thing because we don't have a lot of time in our household to cook. It's just kind of bothersome. So I kind of want to try this new meal prep idea. And I also think we can save a lot of money because we're actually spending quite a bit on groceries and stuff. So, ideally, we're going to be able to save enough money to. Our plan was, and our goal was to be able to deposit $2,000 every month. So ideally, when that happens, it's going to really help the portfolio. But also the XIRR is 105% currently. Let's just make sure that includes those. So yeah, I'm pretty excited with that. Yeah, I don't think there's really anything else to go over. The only thing I would say that might change, like I said, in our portfolio is USD, but we'll see on that. And I'll keep you guys updated, of course. But yeah, that's it for me, and pretty exciting week. But as always, I wish you guys a wealthy future.